You're having a snack. Some of you are having a snack. Hungry teachers.
Little tea.
Yeah.
We discovered that the tea disappears when you pull it away like this. It's like magic.
Okay, so welcome everybody. Welcome to this session. This is Dani Griffin. He's from Chicago, but he's been working here in Spain for more than 25 years. He's been working for many publishers. In fact, I guess you may have used at any point in your lives, in your careers, you may have used any of his songs in the books we usually have in classes. Apart from that, he's been touring with many famous bands like Peter Fittipaldi's, correct me if I am wrong, Daniel,
yes.
Bunbury, I think it was Miguel Rios as well, right?
Yeah, tequila.
So he's a total box of surprises, I would say. He's done many, many things in his life. And he's here for this wonderful presentation. So the floor is yours, Daniel.
All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you tuning in. And well, let's get started. Before I present the method, I just like to do a song because the heart of this method is music and the videos that we've been doing to present it. So if you feel like getting up and dancing, feel free. If not, I'm not going to sing because if I sing, it will confuse the audio from the video. So I'm going to actually lip sync, hacer playback. So it will look like I'm singing, but I'm not singing. The voice you hear is from the recording, okay? So I'm going to do something that's very important to this method, which is the gestures. We'll talk about that. But every line of every song in this method has a gesture related to it. So that's what I'm going to be doing while we're listening to the song. All right, so that's one song. That's one song. It's called Welcome to the Show. And I wanted to do the gestures because it's an important part of this method. What is dancing English? I'll go through it, explain it. I'll show you some videos. I'll show you the material. I'll play lots of songs because I want you to see the different kinds of music we do, the different levels of lyrics we do, the different levels of music we do, simple, complex. So Dancing English is a resource center for teachers based on music. It's a lot of high energy music. We have a really, really wide variety, a really high level of sound quality. We've recorded with some of the best musicians in Spain. I have done over 3,000 concerts with this music. So it's been concert proven and lab tested. I've seen kids do these songs many, 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 many times. And the lyrics are based on the ESL curriculum, specifically for Spain, not only for Spain, but I live in Spain, I work in Spain, and I do this project in Spain. So the lyrics are very oriented towards your English curriculum. And it's a music-based project. So we started with over 100 songs, and then we built out videos, worksheets, flashcards, choreographies. Right now we have 112 songs with videos, have music and karaoke's, downloadable flashcards, downloadable worksheets. And we will keep adding material. We are just starting with that basic platform. Not very basic. It's 100 units, but we're going to keep building it out and doing more material. You know, games and teacher tips, a whole new series of videos. This is also meant for home. It's not just for teachers. It's meant to be a self-study supplement for children also. It's easy to get through. So we want to help teachers teach in the classroom, and we want to help students learn at home. So it's also for home use. And it's a subscription model. It's a monthly subscription or annual subscription. It's not something you purchase outright. And currently it's only available on our web at dancingenglish.com. We do not currently have subscriptions for schools, like for the whole staff. We are working on it. There are some technical issues there we can't yet solve, but if you're interested in a school plan, do let me know. Before I speak more, let's go do another song. You're going to see a higher level lyric and a different style of video here. That's loud.
Seven in the morning, sleeping in my bed, dreaming I'm a star on a movie set. All the paparazzi, the papers say I'm good. I'm on movie screens, in magazines. I'm Mr. Hollywood. Yes, I'm famous and I'm cool, and I've got 7 cars. I'm handsome, rich, fabulous. I'm a movie star. On a yacht or on a plane to Dublin or Dakar. Number 1 on the Walk of Fame. I'm a movie star.
It's Mr. Hollywood! Mr. Hollywood, over here, please! Mr. Hollywood, over here!
7 in the morning.
Okay. So as you see, the song goes 2 times through. We sing it twice, and then there's a third time of every song where we do a karaoke version, an instrumental version. So you have 2 times singing and 1 time karaoke. That's every song with maybe 2 or 3 exceptions. As you can see, those 2 songs have differing levels. Roughly half of the material is for primary and upper primary, upper, including 3rd cycle. And the other half is for preschool and 1st cycle, roughly. I find that the real world usage of the levels is extremely varying from school to school. So, but we have a lot of material for upper primary. It's hard to find music that those kids like, but we make a real effort to do music for them. So this is 112 units right now. So it's really equivalent to like 2.5 almost primary series, like class books. We have just a lot of material. So it's kind of 2 projects in one, if you will. One for the younger kids starting at age 3 all the way up to 6th grade at age 12. And our goal with this music is to be useful to teachers and attractive to students. Useful to teachers and attractive to students. We make an effort to, create attractive songs that motivate the kids to want to do the song. And then we try to write lyrics that are useful to you. Chants. We're about to do a song. You'll hear it starts with a chant and then turns into a song. So it starts talking and then starts singing. This would be more of a higher level song. It talks about the planets. So, but most of our chants, not all of them, tend to be for preschool and 1st cycle. We have a lot of very simple chants with 4 lines, 8 lines, a lot of repetition. But about 20%, 15-20% of the material is chants. And again, as you've seen, you saw 2 styles of video. The first style that you saw with the "Welcome to the show," that is the main style of video we have right now. And this one, Movie Star, and the one you're about to see, those are a different style, a more sophisticated kind of animation. We are going to start creating a whole new series of videos this summer, maybe late spring, which is using the gestures. We're going to animate the gestures. And that will be, you know, it's a subscription model. Once we start doing those videos, every 2 weeks, we have a new video. Every 2 weeks, we have a new video. So new material will be coming for years, plus games, plus crafts, plus teacher tips. So let's do this next song. Am I in the next song already? I think I am. Yes. Okay, this is called Funky Martian Dance. You know, yes, we want to do this. There you go.
Tira un papel, una profession. El señor tira un papel.
Was that a little too loud?
Voy a agafar un taxi abans.
Okay.
I eat on Neptune, I sleep on Mars, I bathe on Saturn, it isn't very far. The school's on Jupiter, the pool's on Earth, the park's on Venus, this is my world. I'm a Martian, I can zoom to all 8 planets, plus the moon. Let's be friends, we can sing and do the funky Martian dance. Do the funky Martian dance. Do the funky Martian dance. Now shake both of your heads and shake your 7 hands. Do the funky Martian dance. Do the funky Martian dance. Now bend your 4 green knees and lift your 4 round feet. Do the funky Martian dance. I eat on Neptune, I sleep.
Okay. The Funky Martian Dance. That's a fun song. The little dance I do in the middle, the Funky Martian Dance, we have the kids do whatever they want. They can dance any way they want. There are little moments there where they get to do their own thing, although most of it is orchestrated and choreographed. So this is the essence of the method you have there. We have 100 songs and chants. That's now 112. I just released a new album this month. It's currently exclusively only for schools that have concerts with me this year, this school year. And that will be available on the rest of the web sometime around June. But so we have 112 songs and chants. We have 100 videos. By summer, we expect to have 112 videos, 300 plus pages of worksheets, 250 plus pages of flashcards. Those are all downloadable. And we have 100 full TPR choreographies. That's 112 now. We'll talk about that later. We use TPR for every line of every song, as you have seen. We also have lyric sheets. That's not on this list. It's supposed to be. Lyric sheets and karaoke versions. Every song has a karaoke version. So that is the essence of the method. And I'll show you some of the written material in a second. Just to let you know, excuse me, the songs were written expressly for children, and they were written expressly for ELT. I live and work in Spain, so these songs, the audience for these songs has always been Spanish children. So it's designed to fit in your curriculum. And, excuse me, English pronunciation, vocabulary, and structures, as well as Anglo-American culture. I'm American, so we do actually have some things about Great Britain, but not all. Excuse me, I'm drinking a little water. And again, a subscription model, annual or monthly. Just go here. Excuse me, I got a bug in my throat. So these are the worksheets. You can take a look at those. This is for the Funky Martian Dance. Forgive me for that. So I won't go through the exercises too specifically because you all know better than I do how to take an exercise and use it. The exercises were written by two people. The lead author was Nina Lauder, who you may know. Nina Lauder has written for OUP and a whole bunch of publishers. She's also a fabulous teacher trainer, also a friend. She was the lead author. Nuria Sanchez, who was an English teacher here in Madrid, also wrote some of the worksheets, and they were involved with the flashcards. We tried to do multi-level exercises because we are a multi-level program. We don't dictate levels. We use real language. We don't limit the language in a given song strictly. We do that more at the younger ages out of necessity, but I tend to think that real language works better in music. And I think that my experience at schools is that the levels vary wildly. You know, I have had people in 5th and 6th grade, teachers decide to do songs that I wrote for preschool. And conversely, I have had preschool teachers do songs with the children that I wrote for high-level, bilingual, third cycle. So I find that levels in a way are misleading. And for this method, they're not useful. We're a supplement anyway, as I said, we're not a classroom series. So you can see these exercises, all of them come with an answer key. So the answer key is useful to you and also for children to do home study. These are flashcards. So all of the units have 2 pages of flashcards. You all know the many things you can do with flashcards, games and picture dictionaries and stuff. I'm really happy with the way they came out. We tried to make them fun and colorful. This is another set of worksheets for a song called Let's See the USA. Again, you have varying levels. You know, this one here, the color of the USA is obviously simple, and then right below it, you have to order the phrases, which is higher level. I just want to give you a feel for the design and the look. I'll give you one more set of worksheets here. This is one called Toy Shop, which is a fun song I wrote many years ago. Again, a highly varied, not highly varied, but somewhat varied level of exercises. More flashcards from a song about seasons and weather. Of course, we have a song about the weather. Everybody has a song about the weather. And one more. Oops. This is a song about the internet, which I wrote this song actually in the 2000s when it was still, there was an effort going on to get children to use the internet, of course. Ha, ha, ha. Now, I just wrote a song for my new album that says, get off your screens and go outside and play. So things have changed with the internet, but the kids really like this song. And of course, I'm American, so it has an American football player on it. So it's not European football. So that's the graphic material that you can download. All the units have downloadable worksheets. All the units have downloadable flashcards. Let's do, yeah, I want to talk just briefly about the music. I do make a real effort to do a lot of variety and make the music as attractive as possible. I have about 3,000 concerts that I've performed for children. And one of the problems when you write a song that isn't very good is that, you know, you have to perform it. So if I write a song that I don't like very much, or I'm not really happy with, I am condemned to playing that song for years. So it's an extra bit of motivation for me to write songs that I like because, you know, I have to perform them. And it's very painful as a performer to perform with children and think to yourself, yeah, this song isn't that good. I've written hundreds of songs for publishers also. I haven't done much of that recently, but I did back in the day for Richmond, for Anaya. I did the Stay Cool method for Oxford, the whole thing. So I have a laboratory. That's what I consider my concerts. It's a laboratory for me to see what works with kids of different ages. And, you know, to be honest, especially in the early years of this project, I had some painful concerts because I didn't really know how to deal with the children properly. And I hadn't yet written the songs that they really, really liked. I didn't have enough of them. So I learned a lot by seeing up close and personal what they really responded to and what they didn't. So
1, 2, 3, 4. Point to the door. Touch your eyes, touch your ears, touch your head, touch your knees, touch your tummy, touch your nose. Welcome to the show. Please say hello. 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 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, that's another song. Different style. I like to do older styles sometimes. We have a lot of different styles. And again, the musicians I work with are really amazing and they can do anything I throw at them. So that's a lot of fun. What have 3,000 concerts taught me? They have taught me to write songs that are easy for you to teach. That's big. And how are they easy to teach? Well, they're also easy to sing, but catchy enough to remember. This is important because it can't just be simple, because if you make it too simple, it's boring. And the next line, it says, melodies simple and predictable, not too complex. There's a balance between simple and complex when I write the music, and it's really about the music. It's not about the lyric, because the lyric can be perfect, but if the music is not singable, well, that's a big word. If the music is not easily singable by the children, they will never, well, not never, it will take them longer to learn. It makes the music oftentimes less memorable. So that is really important. And that's a big part of what I do. I try to write music that is simple and accessible, predictable, but not too simple. And complex, but not too complex. Some of the things that help: space to breathe. It amazes me sometimes with children's music how much music doesn't take into account the fact that children need to breathe. They have these melodies with too many notes. With foreign language learners in particular, with ESL, they also need space to think. It's not their language. It's not as natural. Space to breathe, space to think. Children's vocal range. Another thing that amazes me with some children's music is how they don't take this into account. I write the music according to children's vocal range, which is very limited when they're young children, 4, 5, 6 years old. It's very limited. Then it starts going up. But by the time they're 11 or 12, their vocal range is still less than an adult's, which means you can't realistically do a lot of things on the radio with children. Because our goal is to have them sing. We don't just want them to listen, we want them to sing and sing successfully. So these are musical issues that I fight to take care of. Clear introductions, this is another thing. The child needs to know when to start, and it's not always clear with the music on the instrumental track. These are little details that add up and make the music more or less attractive. And a wide variety of styles. So let's move on to this. This is a song. Well, this is another thing with the lyrics. We're moving on from music to lyrics. I'm wondering, Raquel, should I stop and ask if people have questions? Is this a good time to stop? I've been talking and talking. And
Sure. Well, up to you. If you want to do it at the end, that's fine.
okay. Okay. Well, if you do have questions, you can send them to the chat, and Raquel at the end of my talk will pass them on to me. So yeah, we use real language. You can see this lyric here. I had a so-so day. That's very colloquial language. Everything I do comes out wrong. It's okay. This is just a song about friendship. Whoops, I lost it. But I don't pay strict attention to levels, which is what I wanted you to see. I will pull in some colloquial language on occasion with higher level students. I'll pull in idioms. So more than anything else, I try to use real language for real life and language that relates to their world. So let's hear this song called A Friend. I'll be the jester.
What a day. I had a so-so day. I'm feeling kind of sad. Everything I do comes out wrong. It's okay.
So you can see that I'm acting with my face, right? That, of course, the more you do that with your students, the better. The more you're really giving more meaning to the text, right? And more visual communication to support the meaning, because of course they don't understand the meaning necessarily. Let's talk about the TPR. This is a big part of Dancing English. We teach English through music and movement. This is big. TPR should be meaning-based. I see sometimes people using TPR. We do this occasionally out of sheer necessity, because sometimes you can't dramatize a particular phrase, but we always try to have TPR that's meaning-based. And as far as I know, I may be wrong about this, but I've looked at a lot of methods, and I think we're the only method to have a meaningful movement for virtually every single line of every single song. I mean, it's 100 songs, and all the lines have gestures, with very few exceptions. There are a few. And the only method whose lyrics were created expressly to be dramatized with TPR. What does this mean? You know, I write the songs, and what it means is if I write a line that cannot be dramatized with my hands or my body or a facial expression, I don't write the line. It gets discarded. I have to find something else. That makes it really hard. Sometimes when I'm writing songs, it makes it really hard because the songs normally have to rhyme. The songs have to be limited in their vocabulary to children's foreign language usage. And there's a melody, you know, ba-da-da. I may have a 4-syllable word, but I only have 3 syllables in the melody. So this makes writing these sometimes difficult. But the result is that, you know, there's a lot of meaning. The children are telling the story with TPR, and it's not partial. It's not an afterthought. It's not an add-on and an extra. It's an essential part of the whole method. And again, we are going to start doing videos with the gestures sometime between May and July, I hope. That's the idea. And every 2 weeks, we'll be bringing out a new video. Okay, so what was I going to do next? Yes, let's do I like, I don't like. Here's a typical structure that teachers need to talk about and to teach. I like, I don't like. As you can see, the lyric is repetitive. It's easy. This is a chant. It's easy to learn because of the lyric, and it's easy to learn because it's a chant, so no melody, only rhythm. But I wanted to make it fun. You know, I like playing chess, I like eating peas, I don't like swimming. Well, that's pretty mundane and kind of routine and repetitive. So I thought, let's find something that makes the song attractive. And that works surprisingly well. I see this in concerts. If you have one thing in the song that the kids find entertaining and fun, then they don't mind doing all the other stuff that is less entertaining and fun. And you'll see what I'm talking about, because here when they get to dance, it's kind of fun. It's a bit of disco music. And of course, the teachers seem to really like that also. So here is I like, I don't like. Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. I need to teach you the gestures. Sorry. So this is the way the gestures look. I want to go through this briefly. It's quick to do. The idea is you do it once, maybe twice, you learn the gesture and you forget about this. So I'll take you through it quickly. I like playing chess. Pick up a pawn and do 3 movements on a chessboard. Boom, boom, boom. Can you see that? Okay, 3 movements. Hold up a P, pinching the tip of your index finger and thumb. Swim with your arms. Make a beak with your hand and move a piece of cheese rhythmically towards your mouth. Make a camera with your hands and take a photo. Jump up and shoot a basketball with both hands. Hit a tennis ball with a tennis racket. These are easy to do, right? They're clear. Smiling in anticipation, join your fists at chest height and look to one side. Now look to the other side. Now look forward. You'll understand this when we do the song. It seems strange right now, but throw your arms out to the sides and start dancing. So this is the way we describe the gestures. It's visually easy to digest and understand. And as I say, gesture videos are on the way. They should start coming out in 4 to 5 months. So here's the song.
like swimming. I don't like cheese. I like taking photos. I like basketball. I don't like tennis. But dancing? But dancing? But dancing? I love dancing!
So that's a little disco music. The song repeats with a vocal, and then it repeats a third time with a karaoke. Okay, that structure is in 98 of 100 songs. So how are we doing for time? Okay, we're still good. We talked about TPR. I want to show you a video. It's about 1.5 minutes of a video. This is a commercial video that's on our website. The reason I'm showing it to you is because it's the only time we've ever filmed my concerts, with parental permission, and you can see full group TPR. I do this because I think that there's a lot of potential in TPR done this way. What you're about to see is our concerts with me performing, but I know schools do this for Christmas shows, end of the year shows, Cultural Week, where they take a bunch of classes or a bunch of grades on the patio in the gym, and they all do these things together. So it's a lot of fun for the kids. And the TPR, because it's, orchestrated and coordinated, and it's every line of every song, it keeps things channeled. The kids don't go crazy. It's not chaos because they're all moving in a similar way. So I'll give you 1.5 minutes of this video because I'd like you to see that dynamic.
Dancing English is fun, high-energy music for teaching English language skills to primary students. It has real-world language and modern sounds that older kids love. And with a meaningful action for every phrase, they'll never stop moving or learning. Dancing English is music.
Dancing dinos, dancing dinosaurs, dancing dinos, stomp your feet on the floor.
I've not seen them react in that way before to anything to do with English, so it's fantastic.
Dancing English is movement.
Everybody, put your shoes on. Nice. Come on over. Bring a friend. Everybody, I like it. Put your hat on. Come on over. Let's begin. Ready?
And it helps them to learn the words as well, I think. They associate the action with the words, and it's more doing helps you learn more than just singing or reading.
Dancing English is educational.
Okay, so that's the way a large group TPR thing can look. I think it's a lot of fun for the kids. So let's see. I'll do a little bit more, talk about a few more things, see if there are any questions. One of the things that's near and dear to my heart with this project, it's about teaching English, but like you all in your classroom, we also want to teach values. So these are all in songs that I have that are very explicitly about anti-bullying, anti-violence, limiting screen time, that's a new song, social justice, anti-racism. We have songs about all these and more. Friendship, the last one, I think with the new album, I now have 4 songs that are explicitly about friendship. That is it's not all of the project, but it's a significant part. And I find that teachers really do like doing these songs because at my concerts, the teachers choose which songs to do, and they do these songs all the time. So they seem to be useful. So this is a song called The Only Race, which is about racism, obviously.
is the human race. The only race is the human race. Oh, oh. The only race is the human race. The only race is the human race. Oh, oh. My race, your race, what does that mean? She could be blue and he could be green. A face is just a face. We're from here and they're from there. Don't we all breathe the very same air? Inside we're the same. The only race is the human race. The only race is the human race. Oh, oh. The only race is the human race. The only race is the human race. Oh, oh. My race, your race, what does that mean? She could be blue and
Lovely guitars. That's by the producer. So we have a lot of songs like that. I'll do one more before we finish. Are there any questions? Because I could go on. I don't know if anybody has any questions. Raquel, are we good for, should I keep going? Oh, I see there's something in the chat.
Yeah, but there are no questions. Well, I
Okay.
don't know if anybody wants to ask something, they can do it themselves.
I can play a few more songs. Okay, I'll keep going. Another one of the things that, I mean, you can hear a lot of the music. We've really taken the effort to record with, you know, great sound engineers, great musicians. I mean, the people who play on these records are with Fito Fitipaldes, Andres Calamaro, Miguel Rios, Tequila, Alejandro Sanz, you know, some of the really best musicians in Spain. So it's something I'm really proud of. It's something I enjoy. And I get a lot of comments from children and teachers and parents about that. And yes, there are a number of multiple Latin Grammy nominations among the people who work on the music. And this phrase here, children's music that doesn't sound like children's music, that's really something. I know so many parents who hate the music that their children listen to, in particular little kids. So it's always great for us to hear that parents like the music and teachers too. Okay, yeah, speaking of music, I'm going to play one of the easiest, simplest songs we have in the whole method that is for like 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds. It's 4 lines, it's super simple. And then I'm gonna play a song that's one of the hardest songs. The lyric is the most complicated, the music is the longest, the most sophisticated, the music is hard. It's about social justice. I'll tell you what it's about. But first, I'm going to give you a simple song. This is the lowest level we have, just about.
I look out the window, I knock on the door, I eat at the table, I stomp on the floor. I look out the window.
Very short, very simple, sunny, right? Pretty, you know, for the younger kids. That's sort of, it's not the easiest lyric we have. I shouldn't say that, but it's very short. We have significantly easier lyrics. Let's go to the opposite end of the spectrum. This is a song called We Don't Like It. It's about social justice. I won't play the whole thing, but it has idioms, metaphors, future tense, past tense. It has all sorts of stuff. It requires abstract thinking. It talks about poverty, violence, hunger, greed, thievery, theft. It's a very high level song. And this is sort of the highest level stuff that we do. I won't play the whole thing, but this is like hip hop and really hard rock. And it's a lot of fun to do because the older kids in particular seem to really enjoy this.
What a world, I just don't get it. People on the street and they can't get bread. Under a bridge, freezing cold. People with kids, but no home. We've got so much, can't we share? Why is it so hard to be fair? Too many look the other way. I don't like it, so I say. So we say. We don't like it. No. People hurting, crying. No. We don't like it. No. We don't like the things we see. We don't like it. No. People stealing, lying. No. We don't like it. We don't like it. Change has got to come. People steal, people lie, people hurt, people cry. Violence, poverty, hunger, greed. Give me your money, I won't say please.
So as you can see, that's a very different kind of subject matter than we have for the younger kids. Again, we try to respond to all different levels from preschool to upper primary. How are we doing for time? Any other questions? I'll do one more song. This is a song that I rewrote. I just put this on in my new album. It was a very, very old song. I changed the lyrics. It's called Outer Space Chicken Race, which is not the most practical use of language, although the language in the song is usable. I want to show you the karaoke version because one of the things we do is we don't use the computer for the karaoke versions. We haven't done that for 15 years. We actually play with instruments, the karaoke, so it sounds like real music. And this one in particular, because it's about chickens, we decided to have some fun. And I'm showing you this because the kids find this fun. You know, every time we sing it, we laugh. Every time we hear it, we laugh. And so I find that if that's my response, the kids are gonna like it. So let me find it. Yep, I didn't find it.
Outer space.
So we want the kids to have fun. And I don't know, we had a lot of fun doing it. So I'm going to wrap up here since I see there haven't been any questions. These are quick titles from our songs that you can see. These are topics from the ESL curriculum, a lot of classic stuff. And I'll just say, this is the price, $4.99 a month with the annual plan for all that material. You know, more than 2 class book series. Okay, there's a mistake here. It says TESOL discount. That's supposed to be APAC discount. I'm sorry. I didn't catch that. APAC discount. It's the same thing. 20% annual plan. I guess you'll have to use the TESOL code, which I show you. We have a free trial. You can get on the web right now and sign up for a free trial. It lasts 1 month. You can see 14 units, full unlimited access. And again, we will expand. We'll continue to generate material. We have all these gesture videos planned. One other thing, we want to do this for schools where we get the school buys it and all the teachers can use it. If you're interested, please let me know. We cannot do that yet, but we think we're going to be able to do it. We have technical issues with our website. And that's it. We're 100% independent. You're looking at the project, me and 3 other people. Nina Lauder, Nuria Sanchez, and Andres Rodriguez are fantastic designer. So if you like it, please tell your students and your parents and your teacher friends and colleagues. We're just getting started. So from here, who knows? Hopefully people will like it. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. You can also write me at the web. If you write our website, I will be the one to see it. And hopefully next year, I'll get to see you all in person because it's a lot more fun than this. Raquel, are there any questions?
I think there aren't. I don't know if anybody has any questions. Feel free to ask.
Do they want to know where I got my fabulous haircut? Okay.
I have already registered.
What's that?
I have already registered for the free trial.
Oh, really? Okay, great,
Yeah.
great.
So you'll see my name there. I've got a question myself.
Sure.
On the worksheet you showed before, there were like different activities related to the song.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
So you cover like the topic through the song. For instance, if you're talking about this song you showed us before, social justice, are you the worksheet is focused on covering the topic as apart from the song, or no?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the worksheets are very directly related to the lyric of the song. So every song is like that particular one. If you look at the graphics, I don't have that to look at, but it's they're not fun. It's about people who are having difficulties and violence and homelessness. So the worksheets for that particular unit are like that, and they talk about, they're very directly related to the lyric.
And it's totally related to the new curriculum, indeed, because in fact in the new curriculum teachers are required to work on different subjects from their own subjects, so that would be fine to work on music.
Right. Well, that's kind of the idea. I look at the programming for the teachers whenever I write new lyrics. So and I just think teachers all agree that we should be teaching ethics and values, even if they don't tell us to, right? So
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Oh, wait, I need to give you all the coupon code. Oh my goodness, that was bad. I almost forgot that. The coupon code is here down in the lower left corner where it says TESOL discount. That should be APAC discount, but you can use that code. It's the same discount. We're presenting at TESOL in Madrid next month. I apologize for this is totally wrong, but I don't know what the code is right now. So you can use that code, TESOL SP23, and it's a 20% discount on the annual plan. And feel free to share that with people. We want to get this project out there. We want people to use it and get to know it and spread the word.
What's the deadline? Do they have to use the code?
Oh, June 1st.
Deadline?
June 1st.
Okay.
Lots of time. Yeah. We know teachers are busy.
Thanks a lot for sharing that with us. I find it quite interesting, indeed.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate you all being here. I hope I get to meet you next year. I'm doing concerts in Barcelona this year. I may be doing them next year. So if you're interested in that, booking season is usually early September, right when you get back to school. And it kind of depends on what I'm doing. I may be on a tour this year, so I may or may not go to Barcelona because I live in Madrid, but I'm going this year, so and to do school concerts. So if you're interested for next year, let me know.
Does anybody have anything to say? Any questions? Anything you would like to add?
No.
No. Well, Natalia says, thank you very much, Daniel. You're an incredible English teacher. Music makes them learn English. Totally. Yeah. In fact, it makes the difference. When you ask your students, hey, how do you learn English? And many of them tell you, yeah, I listen to songs. I try to sing the songs in my house or wherever. Right. It makes a difference in pronunciation and in many vocabulary they get.
Right. I had an enormous, how would I say this? I was enormously gustoso. I heard that a teenager, this was a month ago, a teenager was listening to one of my songs, the song Movie Star. He was 17 years old and he was listening to the song Movie Star just for fun, for pleasure. And I thought, wow, he's a teenager. He's almost an adult. And that to me speaks to the power of music to stimulate the memory and hook onto your memory. You know, once you have a good song in your head, you will never forget it. So it's just my job to try and write a good song.
Well, thank you, Daniel, for being here today with us and for sharing all of that with us. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been my pleasure too. Good luck to everyone. Have a great rest of the school year, and hope to see you next year in person.
Hope so.
Okay.
Maria is saying amazing. Sorry, Maria says amazing. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
you.
That's Sonsoles. Oh, thank you, Sonsoles. Great. Oh,
Yeah.
there. Now I can read you, Natalia, Maria. Oh, okay, wonderful. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Well, I hope you. I hope you enjoy it, and maybe you can use the method.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Thanks a lot.
Can I take a photo of that chat, Maria or Raquel? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Well, I don't know if as the names appear here, as far as you don't share it, the name.
Oh no, I was just going to do the chat window over here.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
No, okay. It's just for me.
Okay, so no problem. Yeah.
Okay. Well, many thanks to you. If there's any feedback, let me know, or any problems.
We can tell you the feedback once everybody fills the surveys.
Okay, but the sound was okay. Yeah, I think
everything was fine. Everything was totally fine. Yeah.
That was my fear.
No, the sound was fine. Sometimes the screen was, I think it couldn't be seen properly. Not properly. There were like some parts in black. I don't know if this was part of the presentation or not. You know what I mean?
I think it's the Wi-Fi.
Okay. Yeah, because if they were like blurred, black but blurred,
Is it the background here like this when I move?
Yeah. It was like at the top of the when you were sharing screen, the part of the shirt, presentation at the top, and I think it was on the right side. There was like a very, very small part which was in black. You will see it in the video once it's uploaded. It didn't cover the information, so that's why I didn't tell you anything.
Okay. Oh, good. Oh, I will take a look at the video. I wonder if I'm doing something wrong with Zoom.
No, I think it was perfect, and in fact, I found it very interesting myself. I registered while you were talking.
Oh, fantastic! Well, that's wonderful. Well,
and I think there's something really good in there, that it's your prices are very competitive for teachers, because sometimes we work for schools in